Hi, I'm Peter Gould from the Intervale Group, and this is Deconstructing a Greenscreen Shoot.
I'm Alejandra Menendez. I live in...
We've had a few requests from clients to show the green screen process in stages, and this seemed like a pretty good project to use to do it. In this case, we were in Copenhagen, Denmark, to shoot coverage of a large conference. And most of our time was devoted to the multi-camera coverage in the big conference room. But the thought was, because there are people here from all over the world, can we shoot some interviews and cut those together into an additional product for this client? And the challenge was, how do you show the fact that these are in fact people from all over the world if you're just shooting in a hotel room? So we decided to shoot on green screen and place each speaker in an environment that was representative of their home country. So here's how the process works. If I take all the effects off the image on the top left, this is what we're starting out with. And if you look down at the bottom of your screen, you can see what the actual work environment looks like.
And I just had to cope with it and live through them.
And here it is again with all the lights on and all ready for a guest to be seated.
My studies, and so had to give up a further degree that I had been pursuing.
And also, let's back the music and the effects off for a minute and start with just the interview dialogue itself.
Everyone with HAE, for every attack that needs treatment, is actually relatively small.
Really pretty basic. So the first thing is, using green screen technology, we can take the green out and make it just go away. So instead of green, you have transparent. Of course, if you have transparent and you don't have anything behind it, you have black. So you end up with this. Then the next step was to come up with photographs to represent each country. We could have used live video, but there wasn't any available and there wasn't a budget to shoot it, so stills ended up working pretty well for this project.
Life is moving forward for HAE patients.
So now we have the person composited over a background, but there's still something missing because they're being shot in this sonically very sterile sort of environment. There's not a lot going on there. And so we add some sound effects that represent the location that is shown in the photo.
Lost in the middle of the desert and finally getting a road map.
I'm really excited that we've got together for HAE Day because it's a way of saying to the world, we're here, we can.
Then we add some text graphics to reinforce the points that are being made and identify the speakers.
We're going to have new enthusiasm to go out, and in 2013...
And some transitions to get those on and off the screen in an interesting way. In this case, we're using a sort of sparkling effect to lead the graphic into place.
They can go out and sort of spread the word, if you will.
To me...
And then we add sound effects to the transitions to help motivate them a little bit. Then over the top of that, we add music.
To do one thing for HAE Day, it would honestly be tell a friend about it.
And voila, everybody is in an environment that represents their home. But in truth, all the interviews were conducted in the same place over a very brief time.
And because it can be done, it must be done.
So if this gives you any ideas you'd like to discuss, well, go to our contact page and either drop us an email or give us a call.
That these patients deserve treatment for all their attacks, not just for those life-threatening and very severe attacks.
And in my opinion, we need access to all those medications.
So using the tools that we now have in our toolkit, I think physicians and researchers have to learn how to best tailor treatment for each individual based on their situation and their symptoms.
So our big challenge for the future is to get access for everyone to treatment, and that's what we'll be focusing on in the next year.
Raising awareness of this condition in the medical community is really one of the top priorities that we have.
With new medications, with new advances in science, with the research that we hope to do in the future, I'm hoping HAE will simply become a memory.